This 13th century medieval church actually sits in the northeasterly corner of a 2,000-year-old Roman fort called Canovium. Interestingly, the Roman fort itself is believed to have been built on top of a site of previous Celtic place of worship, as the yew trees which now sit within the grounds of the churchyard are a few thousand years old. The Roman fort was constructed in 75 AD, and it was the last in a line of defensive forts which stretched all the way from Chester in the east to Caerhun in the west, and it was built in two stages. The first is earthen ramparts with wooden buildings, which were later torn down and reconstructed in stone. There was also a bathhouse here and a dock down by the river, as well as a vicus, a civilian settlement where the families of soldiers would have lived. Although this fort was governed by a Roman legion, it was actually known as an auxiliary fort, and auxiliary soldiers would have lived here. Now, these soldiers usually signed up voluntarily, with the incentive being that after 25 years of service they would be granted Roman citizenship. The church itself is still in use today, and it is wrapped in its own history. It was built by the monks at Mainan Abbey, who were displaced by the conqueror King Edward I when he was constructing the foreign town of Conwy during his invasion of Wales in the 13th century.